Alright folks, we're back. We're still at Halama. We're pulling away right now. There's the beach down there. I decided to try this again. And when I say try this again, I mean record driving out of here. Should be an interesting drive. It's morning. The surfers are already coming out. So who knows what the road's going to be like on the way out, meaning is there going to be some jerks driving fast, cutting corners. That's the big thing, folks. If you're ever driving out here to Halama, if you've never been out here before, Jalama, Halama. The road is like 14 miles, something like that, 15 miles, 17 miles, somewhere around there. Of twisty, turny, undulating. Oh, it's low tide right now. I should have brought all my hiking stuff. Went for a hike after this launch. But we're currently leaving Booster 1081's 19th launch. I don't know how many times they've launched it from Vandenberg. But I've recorded little snippets of driving out of here. And the last time I did it was at night, so you could not see much. That's why we're doing it during daytime right now. It is a little dark on the video, it looks like, but that's all right. It's a little after sunrise. It's 7:45 right now. Like I said, we're just leaving Booster 1081's 19th launch. So I decided, let's record this drive home. At least the drive back to Highway 1. That way people could see what this road is all about. It's not that bad. It's just narrow and windy. And the cool part is, if you pay attention, you never know what you'll see on this road. Not too long ago, I brought my son, my daughter-in-law, and my grandson out here. And my daughter-in-law thought I was always full of crap because I always told her that, oh yeah, I see tarantulas and bobcats and all kinds of stuff out here. She never saw anything until last time. She finally got to see 2 tarantulas on the road. And she admitted it. She said, I thought your dad was full of crap. And no, you just got to go slow enough to see something. If you're just, hauling ass out here, you won't get to see anything. You kind of got to go slow and look off of the road. The tarantulas were pretty cool to see. That usually means the weather is a changing when you see tarantulas crossing the road. See? People haul ass out here, folks. Mainly because it's a one way in, one way out road. Oh, damn it. Hang on, folks. Hang on. I saw something. Don't worry, there's nobody behind us. Oh. How's this gonna work? Well, I scared him away, of course. There was a red tail sitting on a log right there. It didn't go much further. It just went up under the oak tree. But I have my little lens on anyway, so it would have been hard for me to zoom in on it. We are out here early enough that we should see animals moving. Right about time for the pigs to be roaming around right now. You gotta be careful with them. I'm sure you gotta be careful with the pigs everywhere, but the pigs here, some of them are huge. Like massive, huge. They look like cows almost. I don't think we have a hogzilla out here, but I'm sure there might be. There's thousands of acres of open land out here. That's why I moved up here. Went to Mexico with one side of the family, got home, and I decided, I'm gonna come see the family in San Ynez. And then I drove up here, and that's when it dawned on me. I've been in a giant metropolis from Tijuana to the top of Conejo Grade, Westlake Village area, Oxnard, Camarillo, Ventura. Back when I was a kid, you get to the top of Conejo Grade and you look west, and it was nothing, well, not nothing, but mainly fields. You start coming down the hill and it was all dark, but you could see the lights of Ventura and Oxnard off in the distance. Now it's nothing but city. Pretty much until you hit Santa Barbara now. And that's when I decided, I don't want to move to San Diego. I wanted to. My uncle was the outdoor PR guy for 91X back in the, late 80s, I guess? Mid 80s? More surfers. But yeah, I wanted to move down there because San Diego's cool. Warm water. Less fog. But I wanted open space. I wanted what you see around here. Just wide openness. Those are cows way out there. You probably can't see them. I probably should have left the big lens on here. That way I could zoom in and show you guys. Another surfer. This is where you guys got to be careful. These switchbacks like this, there's only a couple of them, but if you come in hot, oh man, you're in for a world of hurt. More surfers. The swell must be hitting. And then everything out here is green. We had that storm that came through that dumped like an inch of rain around the area, and everything turned green, and now we're about to go into a heat wave with Santa Ana's, which that's never a good thing, especially when you get a storm like we just got. gets all this like real low grass to green up. It gets everything that's dead to grow a little bit more. And now we're going into a damn Santa Ana wind event. And a holiday weekend coming up. That means it's chain dragging season still. If you don't know what that means, the retards who don't know how to chain up their RVs or trailers or whatever, and they just let their chains dangle and sparks fly, and we get a lot of brush fires up here started like that. Haven't seen any manimals yet. Figured they'd be up already. We haven't quite got to the field where I usually see them. And usually you see more than one out there. It's usually at least a dozen, I'd say. Last time we were here, it was a couple dozen. Nothing's getting water right now. Anything up there? No. But this is Halama Road, folks. How much time do we got left on the thing? I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. Decent amount of people coming out this morning. They all look like surfers. Hit that morning swell, that morning break, sorry. I don't know. If you go on Google Earth or one of those types of apps, if you look offshore, you can see this giant kind of shelf that just kind of falls off. And sharks and stuff, mainly great white, like to cruise along there. So long story short, this is shark infested waters. It's been a while since we had a shark attack up here. But we have had shark attacks. Oh, they didn't go out. Yeah, but we have had shark attacks. If you go on Discovery Channel, Shark Week, serial killer great white. I think there's two. There should be two of them. Like Return and Serial Killer Great White and Return of Serial Killer Great White. Yeah. Kind of, I don't want to say scary. But if you ever go out to Surf Beach and look at the ocean, you can kind of see how, yeah, there's probably sharks out there. Because it gets deep. It gets pretty deep really quick. Even here at Halama, there's been a couple times where I walked out into the water and you know, you take that one last step, see ya! You're like 5-10 feet deeper than you were a step before. Uh-oh. We're getting into the fog monster now. You can faintly, oh shit. There's a deer over there. Two of them. Alright. We'll go slower now. See if I can get you guys an animal. But I don't want to go too far back because I think I have a half-hour recording space on, or time on this camera. So I don't want to make it take too long. It took me 22 minutes, not hauling ass, just cruising out here. It was still dark on my way out, so, and it was just before sunrise, still gray light. And the animals are usually on the move around here at that time. So I didn't want to go too fast and then come upon some animal and not have a good day. So I just cruised out here. 22 minutes to get out here. So not gonna gun it on the way back. We're just gonna kind of cruise. But hopefully we get to Highway 1 before the half hour is up. That way you guys can see what it's like to drive a llama road. It is a county park, folks, not a state park. So don't come out with your state beach pass thinking you're gonna get in, or your state parks pass. Nope, it's a county park. This is one of the fields right here to the right that typically there's something in there, but everything's so grown over right now that if there was a mountain lion or a bobcat or something small, you wouldn't see it. If a deer was bedded down right now, you probably wouldn't see it. Oh. Now I know we're getting into the fog monster because there's moisture on the windshield. I was hoping we'd see the pigs today. There's I don't know what you call a group of pigs, but there's a group of pigs that every once in a while you'll see, and there's like 100 of them, 200 of them that all kind of stick together. It's a huge pack. When I'm on my way to work and I see them off of Highway 1, I immediately start looking at the shoulder of the road to make sure there's not one creeping about to run across the road and cause mayhem. Alright, let's see if anything's out here. The field to the left is where I usually see the big herd of mainly deer right here. I haven't seen pig up here on the left. Further back down the road, about a mile and a half, that's where I usually see the pigs. Oh, yeah, look. Hang on, let me see. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's a buck. That's a buck. Let's see. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. It's going behind that. Yeah, I got the wrong lens on. All right. Oh, well. Next time, I'll do this again, but with the big lens on. That way I can zoom in on stuff. It's funny, too. I've always thought, why don't I put my big lens on when I'm doing stuff like this instead of the small one? Only because I watch other YouTube videos and they can't zoom in on stuff. Mainly because they're using GoPros and stuff like that, which I get. Now I know why. Because it's easier with the little ones. But yeah, so this field to the left is Dangermond Preserve. I wish they would kind of open it to the public so weirdos could walk, hike it, explore it, ride their bikes, and then give their opinions on what they should do with the property. Now we're in the fog monster. And this is the same, there's no gap in between it. This is the same fog monster that's over Lompoc right now. That's why I went out to Halama, because it was clear. And this is nothing, folks. There's been times where I drive out here and you're lucky to see 2 feet in front of the truck. Uh-oh. We got somebody behind us. And like I said, a lot of people try to haul ass on this road. So as of right now, I am holding up traffic. And we're not letting them pass us on these twisty, curvy parts because you can't see ahead of you. Last thing I need is for this person to try to go around me and somebody coming down the hill. And yeah, and then we have a head on. Somebody runs into me. That's not a good plan. So we'll just go up here a little bit more. They'll get over it. Oh, here we go. Nice and wide. Just the way son. He's going home already. Imagine that. Driving all the way out here to hit the surf and then, it sucks. We're going elsewhere. Now, we're pretty much, not all the way, but we're pretty much at the peak of this little hill. It goes up a little bit more here in the next quarter mile. That's why we are in the fog monster right now. We're in the belly of the beast. Now I'm not going to be able to see if there's any animals because the fog's too thick. That's alright though. As long as there's not one in the middle of the road, we'll be okay. And now we're going back down the hill. Trucks use lower gear. If you know what you're doing, that goes for cars too. Or trucks. I didn't want to ride my brakes down the hill since we're recording. So I figured I'll just dump it down a gear. Going second. Go a little bit faster. Don't put that much strain on the motor. Yes, road work ahead. This gets kind of scary at night in the fog right here. Because if the fog's thick enough, you see the sign, but you don't see the reflectors because the fog is so thick. So you just kind of happen upon it. You know it's coming, but it just happens to show up. I think that's still storm damage from like 2 years ago. like it had a pretty decent rack on it. It definitely wasn't a spike. It had a good rack. Gotta see that one off camera. Alright. So now we're down off of the hill. Put it back in drive. And cruise on out of here. Now you're pretty much back down in the valley. Oh, holy cow. Dinner. Oh yeah, that's right. That back about a half a mile when we were out here last time and my daughter-in-law saw the tarantulas. That's where we saw the bobcat. I don't know if the cows came up. You were able to see the cows on the screen left. But in that same field, there was no cows there when we came by, but in that same field, that's where we saw the